Hey everybody, so this is my first attempt at a YouTube video, a longer one. Yeah, I'm in my pajama pants. Okay. Okay. I did a bigger spread, like a bigger read for everybody for the week. And I want to start too with my own personal little thing about chakras. I did last week, I was talking about the throat and the importance of that. And so I pulled these two cards intentionally from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. This deck, I love it. And I was thinking about the sacral chakra, which is our sexual chakra. It's right below our belly button, technically is where it lies. I mean, and some might say like it's a G-spot, kind of. But anyway, the sacral chakra is, it's about sex. It's about sexual energy. It's about creative energy. It's creation. It's where the feminine comes into the picture. You know, the root chakra is masculine energy. The sacral chakra, number 2, is feminine. It's receptive energy. So there's a lot of energy there because it's sexual. It's creative. You know, and so, but it's a lower chakra. You know, it's pretty low to the earth, and so all the beauty and the magic, the power of the energy that you can feel in your sacral chakra, in your sexual regions, you know, literally and figuratively, you don't want it to just stay there. You know, you don't want it to be stuck down there. You want it to rise up. You know, it's your kundalini rising. The power of that sexual energy is fierce. And it's like the ways in which you can use that energy, the places it can go are pretty amazing. You know, if you can channel it, if you can bring it up to and through the heart, you know, all of that sexual energy isn't really, it's fun, it's great, you know, but it's not worth a ton if you don't give more to it, if you don't bring it into more feeling, into more life-giving sources, you know, where you can really experience it in a greater, larger way rather than just in that lower dimensional way. So it's just like, I've just been reflecting on, you know, bringing that sexual energy, that raw sexual energy, bringing it up through your heart, you know, and letting it come out there, connecting with people in a different way. You can connect with people in a sexual way, you know, without having sex with them. So I'm just thinking about that, the importance of the heart and bringing that sexual energy up through your upper chakras, because the power of that sexual energy, when you bring it up, is really amazing. I think I've kind of been feeling that just through, you know, it's creativity. The idea of sex is creation, but also creation is creativity. It's manifestation, you know, it's creating the life you want. It's all that. So, and I love the heart chakra. So, okay. That's my thoughts on that. And then, so I did an astrology poll for the week, and I got this deck where we do the, oh goodness, karma cards, where we do the planet in a sign in a house. So I picked a planet and a sign in a house for the week. Hopefully I don't have too much to say here, but it doesn't matter. I can go as long as I want. And if you don't want to watch, you don't have to. But the planet I pulled for the week is Uranus. And I pulled that in a video before recently too, but I think the sun just went into Pisces, so it just switched from Uranus. But we've had a lot of Uranus energy going on. I think Uranus is about big change. Let's read what it says. An unusual example of, a different way of looking at, an unexpected change. Invent a way. I always think of like inventions, like sort of that genius, that spark of genius I think of with Aquarius, you know, and it's the water bearer. So it's kind of like the Aquarius is bearing our emotions, you know. Aquarius is giving birth to Pisces because now the sun is in Pisces, and Pisces is water. Pisces is the ocean, and the Aquarius comes before, and so it's the water bearer. It's giving birth to the water. And now we're in the water, you know. We're at the end of winter and we're in the depths of Pisces, but I digress. Anyway, Uranus, rules Aquarius. So there's Uranus. Very masculine energy, but I feel like it's a very, creative masculine energy, really, which is cool. Not like a Mars, which is like all force, Uranus has like a spark to it. So our planet for the week is Uranus in Sagittarius, which is me. I'm a Sagittarius. So I love Sagittarius. So with Uranus and Sagittarius, Sagittarius is your highest ideals. Get it out in the world. Understanding, wisdom, insights to understand. Sagittarius is all about understanding. I feel like it's that higher learning, that higher level of understanding, or like seeing the bigger picture. Sagittarius is also, ruled by Jupiter, and like it's lucky. It's a lucky planet, and it's fun. Sagittarius is like to have fun. So Uranus and Sagittarius for the week ahead is kind of a cool energy, because you have the kind of wild masculine Uranus and this fiery, mutable Sagittarius, which is kind of fun. So that's dynamic. But of course, we're bringing it all down to the earth in the 6th house, which is the house of Virgo. I've pulled this before too on a video. So Virgo is serving, doing a little at a time, your work, what is good for us, service to others. But Virgo is, very earthy. But Virgo, like that time of year is really beautiful too, because it's the harvest time of year, at the end of the summer. But it's grounded. It's definitely grounded. It's an earth sign, and all the earth signs kind of, they bring it down, that Uranus kind of wild thinking energy and that fiery Sagittarius energy. We're going to bring it down to the ground, which is kind of cool. It's like a party in the 6th house. Uranus and Sagittarius in the 6th house sounds like a party to me. That's kind of cool energy for the week, though. Definitely dynamic and fun for the week ahead. Last week of February. Okay, adios to those. And then I picked some cards, some standard tarot cards to sort of speak to those. So under Uranus, which is that sort of, I think of Uranus as a lightning bolt. I don't know why. I don't know if that's correct necessarily, because Zeus has the lightning too, but whatever. But I pulled beneath Uranus the Tower, and that is like a bolt there. This is from the Deviant Moon deck. They're kind of scary, but cool. And every card has a moon. So, I'm all about that. Give me moons, and I'm happy. Even if there's scary people in the cards. But the Tower. So, I've had some Tower moments. Tower is big change. The Tower card is kind of scary because it's big. It's that building, being completely destroyed right there. So, and the man jumping out. But I think like Tower moments are good because they do signify change. I may be like, I don't know, I don't like the rush of adrenaline or anything, but I do think that sometimes I enjoy stressful life moments more than peaceful ones. I shouldn't say stressful and peaceful, but I don't like to be bored, and I like to have, I'd like to feel like something's going on, like something's moving, something's changing. We come to this planet to evolve, to change. And so you have to experience things in order to do that. You have to experience pain. You have to experience Tower moments of like, holy shit. Like, that's scary. But they really help us grow. Like, they really change us. So it's like, bring it on. Bring on the Tower moments, And I kind of got these cards I pulled 3 major arcana, which are cool. It's a good sign for the week. I feel like big things are happening. So the next card I pulled was the Hierophant. There he is. And the Hierophant I pulled under, sorry, I was like kind of spacing. The Hierophant I pulled under Sagittarius, which goes well with Sagittarius because it's the High Priest. So the Hierophant is equivalent to the High Priestess. It's the masculine version. And the Hierophant is about establishment. My child's screaming. it's the high priest, you know, it's knowledge, it's establishment, it's wisdom, it's I feel like there's an element of the unknown. A lot of people take this card to mean commitment and like marriage and stuff like that. I don't know if I mean, that's true, I'm sure, but I just feel like in this case, it's relating to Sagittarius. So I feel like it's relating to higher learning, higher understanding, you know. That's what helps us, or at least that's what helps me, like, get through life in general in troubling times, is the bigger picture. Like, I have to have a bigger picture. I have to, like, have a higher level of understanding in order to be okay with whatever the hell's going on. And this popped kind of, like, I pulled it, and so I felt the need to show it because that's been happening to me a lot lately. That's part of, like, the magic I've been seeing in tarot is repeated cards. Like, cards stalk me from different decks. It's like, hello, like, they talk to me. So there's the Hierophant again, the Black Crow. I also feel pretty strong connection to Black Crows lately. So, and then under the 6th house, under the Virgo card, to clarify that more, we got Strength. So it's cool. We got the Tower, which is tough, you know, big stuff. The Hierophant is that higher understanding, and then Strength. So it's like, how do you, and that's a scary Strength card, I know. Strength is a really positive card, but that guy's kind of scary. It's like, how do you get through this Tower stuff, you know? You get through it by having a higher understanding, higher, broader perspective, I feel like, and through Strength, you know? Like, exhibit your strength. I also think, too, sometimes, especially when I see this card, I do think a little bit of, like, you know, sometimes I think we fight things too much, you know? Like, don't fight it so hard. Like, let your feelings win. Let your intuition win. Like, you don't have to always be so strong, you know? Sometimes maybe the broader perspective, your intuition, or, like, looking to something greater, maybe sometimes that even helps more than just pure brute strength, you know? Like, don't always fight things so much. I don't know why I'm getting that. I don't know. Who knows? And then I pulled some oracle cards from The Universe Has Your Back. What's this say? I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. So, see, again, I sort of feel like this a little bit, like, you know, you're a spirit having a human experience. It doesn't always have to feel so hard. I mean, it is hard, you know, like, things come crashing down. It's hard, but you're really just a spirit. You're a light, ethereal spirit in a physical body, you know, and at your core, at your essence, you're pure love. You're pure loving energy. So the more you can get back to love, to that loving energy, that vibration, you know, I just think of like pink mist. I don't, you know, the more you can get back to that love, the more you get back to your source, to who you truly are, you know. And then I pulled from the Romance Angels, Retreat. So, Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And I keep, you know, there's some repeating messages like this lately because it's winter. So, you know, retreating is okay. Sometimes the weather forces us to retreat because it's cold and snowing, you know. But, like, I think if you retreat, too, you can get to this, you know. You can get closer to love. I get very layered with other people's energy. Like, I feel a lot and I absorb a lot to the point that I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm absorbing. I don't know what's mine and what's theirs. And the only way that I can ever, like, get back to me and, like, feel my own heart and, like, Chanel, like, are you there, is when I retreat. Even if it's just for, like, 5 or 10 minutes just to, like, breathe in and, like, gather my energy back. And I'm only really just learning how to do that, and I still don't really do it as much as I should. But retreating is good, especially in times of confusion, especially when the tower's crashing down. Like, retreat. The answers are within, usually. The strength is within. And then from my Flower Oracle deck, Flowers of the Night Oracle. I don't know why I'm talking in an English accent. Achievement. So that's good. I mean, that's really encouraging, I think. I really love these cards. They have, I don't know, they just go in a direction you don't always imagine they would. But that's cool because, again, we have this moment. I think that's sort of the big moment. And achievement, though, you know, through all of this, you get closer to love, you retreat, you find yourself, get the bigger picture, and achievement, you know? I think in the end of the day, and I say that a lot, but I think ultimately, like, you're always going to get where you're going. You know, one message I've been seeing and hearing a lot lately is like, no one can keep you from what is yours, you know, and like, your dreams are yours. There are things set ahead for you. There are things set in stone, you know, to a certain extent, I believe, or just the thought that your future is waiting for you, and you can't we make mistakes, but nothing can keep you from what is meant for you, basically. So there will always be achievement. Like, you will always get to a point of feeling like, yeah, like this was all for something, you know. In my little Instagram post, there's a lot of thunder, you know, an overflowing of emotions. I know I've experienced that. There was a full moon last week, and I know not many people watch my videos, but I'm doing it because I know a few do. And if even just a few people hear me and like what I have to say and we can connect, like, that is totally worth it to me. Like, we are all struggling, we're all suffering in different ways, and we all have good moments too, of course, but like, you know, I think more than ever, we need to connect. We need to connect with each other, and when we do, we just mirror each other. We understand that we're all experiencing really similar things, you know, and that helps. That makes it better in some way, and we can sort of transcend our pain, you know. So I'm kind of like winging this here. I'm going to pull 3 more cards since I can post as long as I want. I'm enjoying that. And sort of test myself because I'm still learning and I'm just having fun with this, and I'm just like going with my intuition. I'm no professional, but I like to kind of channel and talk about, you know, ideas and life philosophies and ways of thinking about things. So I'm going to pull some cards. So let's pull a card to like maybe clarify the Tower. Let's see how I do. Okay, what do we have to clarify our Tower? Oh, the Moon. So that's pretty cool. This is a beautiful moon card. I really like this deck a lot. Have I shown this one? The 7th sphere. It's beautiful. So the moon and the Tower, I mean, that definitely goes together, and it goes with the retreat. Because the moon, you know, I love the moon, of course. The moon in tarot is not a super positive card, but maybe that just speaks to the fact that we sometimes don't think of the moon in a positive way, or the things associated with the moon in a positive way, and we really should, you know. But the moon is about the unknown, you know. There's some unknown still, you know, and when things like this happen, big changes, big Tower moments, there's gonna be unknown. It takes time for things to shake out, you know. It takes time to get the answers, for the sun to shine again. And again, like, it's wintry, you know, the sun will shine soon. And I feel like there will be answers to some of the things we've all been going through, some of the changes, you know. But I also feel like the moon is the light in the dark, you know. So like, there's unknown. You never know where something's going, but at the same time, there's always a light. There's always some light. There's always some hint of like what's coming next, you know. And the moon is your emotions, you know, and the moon rules the ocean, and we're going into Pisces, and Pisces is the ocean. So, and I'm a moon in Pisces, so I'm a very emotional person. I'm very sensitive. Okay, so what can we do to clarify the Hierophant, this broader perspective we need to get through the Tower moments, right? The 4 of Cups. And so the 4 of Cups, I really believe, is again retreat. I think one of my books specifically says like retreat and rejuvenation. So again, in order to get this broader perspective, it's within, you know. So retreat, I feel like the 4 of Cups is sort of healing your emotions, like maybe going through your emotions, what the Ace, the 2 of Cups, and the 3 of Cups brought. The 4 of Cups is like, okay, let's retreat. Let's see, you know, let's rejuvenate. Let's see where this goes. And then let's clarify the Strength card. The last one I'll do before I let you go. Although I have more cards I want to pull for you, but I won't. I'll wait till next week. So I don't want to get crazy here. I am. I'm getting crazy here though. Like I have so many decks I should show you, and I wanted to go get more, but I stopped myself today. Okay, last card, Strength. The Nine of Pentacles. I mean, sometimes cards like this are a little boring. I'm gonna pull one more. I don't mean to be like that. And yes, we got Justice, and I pulled this earlier too. Not that I'm going to ignore the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is good. Nines are completion. You know, Pentacles are earthly material things. So I think that, you know, with this Strength, the Tower, the Strength, we are coming to, and it's nice that you get the Pentacles with the Strength. You know, you get the Cups with the broader perspective. You get the Pentacles with the Strength, because the Pentacles are the material world. And so the Strength, I think, is leading to some level of completion or understanding in that. And then Justice we got, and I caught it earlier too, and it's similar. It's repeating. It's telling us something. So the Justice, I think, again, is just saying that ultimately the Justice is achievement. I feel like everything will balance out. It always does, you know? There's really scary moments, thunder booming, towers crashing, you know, but there will always be justice. The scales will always balance out, and I definitely believe that. So, as a side note, I kind of am fighting a stomach bug, but I really wanted to post this or practice doing this today, so I feel like I might have to throw up again, but hopefully not, but I hope everyone out there enjoyed it. Have a good week, everybody. Get a little closer to love, retreat, go within, get the broader perspective, and know that everything is going to balance out. Have a great week, everybody.